Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked I be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome back to Granite City High School. This is our second time here in the last 3 days, and this time we're here for a little regional championship basketball game as your Collegeville K-Hawks get ready to take on the Belleville West Maroons. And once again, my name is Todd Duke. Very good evening once again, and welcome into the pregame show brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collegeville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. And visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collegeville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollegeville.com. Well, the K-Hawks come into this contest at 28-4. The Southwestern Conference champions are coached by Darren Lee. He's into his 15th year here at Collegeville with 280 wins and 171 losses, 745 wins in his 35-year career for Coach Lee, to go along with 314 losses. Belleville West, they are 18-13. They finished 4-8 in the Southwestern Conference. They are coached by Alex Schobert into his 5th year, and he has a record of 67-68. So Collegeville is looking for their first regional championship since capturing the regional in 2022. Also here at Granite City with a 47-29 win over Belleville East in the regional semifinal, and then they clinched the regional championship with a 62-60 overtime win versus Belleville East. Collinsville lost the sectional semifinal 34-32 to Quincy that year in a game that was played at Collinsville. The Kahawks got here tonight after a spirited 61-53 win over host Granite City Wednesday night. Senior Jamori Weisinger led the way with 34 points in that game, a career high for him. Weisinger now sits at 998 career points as a Kahawk and could join teammate Nick Horace as the 28th player in Collinsville history to join the 1,000-point club. Collinsville had a strong game in the rebound category versus Granite City as well, as the Kahawks pulled down 31 boards to 23 for the Warriors. Senior Zach Chambers had 11, and junior Stanley Carnahan pulled in 9 to account for 20 of the 31 rebounds. You add in Nick Horace's 7 boards, and those 3 players combined for 27 of those 31 rebounds. Collinsville had only a 2-point lead, 48-46, going into the fourth. Granite City got into early foul trouble in the fourth. Collinsville then hit 80% of their fourth quarter free throw shots to help pull away and win that game 13-7 in the final quarter to add up to that final score. For the 7th-seeded Granite City, Belleville West Maroons, the Maroons got to this regional championship game with an upset win over the 4th-seeded Belleville East Lancers here Wednesday night. The Lancers looked like they were on their way to a date with the Kahawks in tonight's regional championship game, as Belleville East led by 18 points in the third quarter of that regional semifinal. Belleville West with a 30-12 advantage with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Belleville West then came all the way back as Belleville East struggled to hit their shots, ran into trouble holding onto the ball, and Belleville East was still up by 11 points with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The Maroons completed the improbable comeback when sophomore Nicholas Hankins Jr. hit a 10-foot jump shot at the buzzer to take that 48-47 win over Belleville East. Hankins had scored just 2 points through the first 3 quarters before exploding for 11 in the fourth quarter to end the night with 13 points. Collinsville, by the way, has won the last 7 meetings versus Belleville West, including a 77-65 win at Belleville West on the 5th of December and a 62-43 win at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium on the 26th of January. By the way, Belleville West has won 11 of their last 13 games. That includes win over Alton, Edwardsville, and now twice in 8 days they beat Belleville East. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Darren Lee. That conversation comes your way next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
CUSD 10 residents have an opportunity to improve our schools without increasing the property tax rate by voting yes on March 19th. The Zero Rate Change Ballot Initiative will provide funds to improve school safety and security, upgrade heating and cooling equipment, and make facilities more accessible to disabled students, staff, and visitors. For more information, visit yesforsaferschools.org. This message was brought to you by the Citizens for Safer Schools. Vote yes for the Unit 10 ballot initiative.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network, back in Granite City for the second time in 3 days. Regional championship game this time between Collinsville and Belleville West. Collinsville head coach Darren Lee joining us now. All right, Coach, let's go back in time to Wednesday, 61-53 win over host Granite City. Good all-around team win by your guys.
Yeah, it was. I thought, I thought Granite played a great game, and I thought our kids, we made shots when we needed to. I mean, they're at home. They had a lot of seniors, like I talked to you before the game. We knew it was going to be single digits, and the kids really responded and had obviously a great game from Jamori offensively.
Yeah, that leads me to my next question. Jamori with 34 points. Only 9 of those came from three-point shots, 13 of 20 from the floor. Very effective driving to the basket in that game, whether it was baseline or driving through the paint.
Certainly was. He got in there and got him down. Big game from him. And people are really running him off the arc. I mean, we're trying to get him three-point shots, but when the other team's trying to prevent that, it's not that easy. We set him all kinds of screens, but sometimes he's got to get it, up fake and go, and which he did. And, I'm glad he did. We were able to, he guys did a great job offensively for us.
All right, let's move on to Zach Chambers. Very effective in the first half with 10 points, and all of those came in the paint. He had 11 rebounds. 3 blocks as well. He had a pretty good game as well.
He had a big game. We got him established early. We did in the second half. As things changed, probably fatigue was a little bit of a factor, and they kept rotating guys on him, and we didn't get him quite as low as we wanted to. We got him in the first quarter, and then after that offensively, but he really made a difference rebounding with getting a double-double, and also blocked some shots for us when we needed. It was definitely a presence in there.
All right, can't escape out of here without talking about junior Stanley Carnahan. Man, he was a rebound monster in that first half.
Yeah, that's really his big role for us is go offensive rebounded and defensive, but offensively, we know he knows they're going to be helping off of him, so he's not going to always get screened out. So and I tell him anytime those guys get a good look at it, you just take off and see if you can get it, and those are big. If he can get those second shots for us, and those are big, whether he scores or he kicks it to somebody else. But yeah, that's a big job of his.
You guys held on to the ball pretty well. I know we've talked throughout the year, and one of your target numbers for turnovers is anything under 8. You guys had 8 that game, so I guess you were pretty satisfied.
Yeah, I was. Now I say that, and then tonight it's going to go, haywire for us. But as most teams, as you get better, we really, you get where people are supposed to be, your spacing, where to look. Obviously we did a ton much better than we did the first game over here early in the season. We threw it all over the gym, and so we did. I thought the kids did a great job handling pressure, 8 turnovers, and I think one of them, Zach, and we threw it away and we got it right back. I mean, so yeah, the guards really, I don't think Jamori had one, so that's a key also.
Let's talk about the fouls or lack thereof. You guys were pretty disciplined that night. Only 8 fouls scattered through the whole game.
Yeah, we try not to. We don't want to reach when they're shooting. If you get a foul while they're driving the basket, sometimes that happens. But we definitely don't want our big three to get in foul trouble. And but yeah, I thought we stayed straight up and try to limit that reaching when they're going up for shots. That's important.
And on the flip side of that, Granite City did the complete opposite, especially in the fourth quarter. They sent you guys to the free throw line early, and you did pretty well from there.
Yeah, we did. Well, they're really they're rotating guys on Zach and just seeing what they're going to call. Really, I mean, they don't have a guy to match up with him, so they put 3 different guys on him, and those were some of the fouls right there, and. So that, yeah, we did, and we got some guys who can make free throws. We need Zach to make them because he gets a lot of them.
All right, did you stick around for the Belleville East, Belleville West game?
Well, I watched it on video. I watched the first half here, and the second half I watched on video, yeah.
All right, well, tell me what you thought of the big comeback there by the Maroons.
Well, their pressure was good. Belleville East had some turnovers that weren't good, missed some free throws, and things went West way right there at the end, and hey man, so they just West was fortunate, but they made their own luck. They got after it, and their diamond was tough. And East had some turnovers. I think I counted they had 6 in the fourth quarter, and they had a couple missed free throws, and they had a layup blocked. So all that tied together, they had a big lead and got away from them.
So West is kind of on a roll right now. They've won 11 of their last 13 games. What concerns you about the Maroons tonight?
Well, 11 out of 13. Well, this is a talented crew. I mean, they were probably picked one of the picks to win the conference for the year, and then it just didn't go well early, and they've got it going here late. I mean, these guys, 3 of these guys started against us 2 years ago when we played them in the regional here, at least 3, and. So you got a talented crew, a lot of seniors. So yeah, I'm concerned about all of them. I mean, Bird's playing better, but Liddell's always played well. And the guards, 4 and 11 are tough. And Lacey, number 1, gets to the basket. So they got a lot of guys that can score it, and they're very athletic. And they're a tough team. And hopefully we can. Again, get Zach established. We're going to try, and we got a little size, but then they pull him out right from the back of the basket because he has to guard one of those guys, and so does Stanley. And these are quick kids for them to guard. So it's I'm always highly concerned. Last game I looked at the tape, and it's a 5-point game with about 3 minutes left, and then we kind of got away. But and the first game, Nick Horse had a heck of a game, and. It's just like I told you against Granite Wednesday. It's going to be a battle. If we win, it's going to be single digits either way, and it's going to be close at the end. And hopefully we can prevail.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck out there tonight.
Okay, thanks, Todd.
That is Darren Lee, your Collinsville Kahok head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show, and when we come back, we'll set the starting 5 for each side. All that and more coming up next on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
And once again, we welcome you back here to Granite City High School. Regional Championship time. Collinsville getting ready to take on Belleville West. And here are the starters. We'll begin with the Maroons. You will find on the floor Braden Scott, the 5'11 senior, Nicholas Hankins Jr., the 6-foot sophomore, Miles Liddell, the 6'2 senior, Dalen Bird, the 6'2 senior, and Jordan Lacey, a 6-foot senior. Same starters for Collinsville. Nick Horace out there, the 6'3 senior, Chase Reynolds, the 5'11 junior, Jamori Weisinger, the 6-foot senior, Stanley Carnahan, a 6'6 junior, and Zach Chambers, the 6'9 senior. And we say a very good evening to one Mr. Chris Kettler. How you doing over there, sir?
Yeah, I'm all right. Ready for this game. We've got a nice crowd on hand, and we're here for everybody else who couldn't make it. We'll bring it to you here. Hopefully the Kahawks are ready for this regional championship game. We can bring it home.
Collinsville out there in the white uniforms, purple numbers, and the Kahawks written across the fronts of those jerseys over those purple numbers. The Maroons are out here in their maroon uniforms, trimmed in white, numbers in white on the fronts and the back, and the word West written across the fronts of their jerseys. Collinsville wins the opening tip-off. Nick Horace shoots, couldn't get it to go in, but there is Zach Chambers, and Zach scores the first 2 points of this game, just like he did in Wednesday night's contest against Granite City.
Easy rebound. It seemed like there was a little bit of a lane there for Nick to drive in, closed in on him, but Kahawks got the offensive board and scored.
Here is Bird. Bird all the way out at the tip of that arrowhead out here at midcourt. Gives it up now for Liddell. Liddell Back over here on the near sideline for Lacey. Lacey, he'll try to pop a three-point shot. That one misses the mark. And there is Carnahan with a rebound for Collinsville. Up to Nick Horace quickly. Horace in front of the Maroons bench. One-hand shot over to Chase Reynolds. Reynolds out at the midcourt stripe. Gives it up now onto the wing for Weisinger. Weisinger, a little one-hand shovel pass back over to Horace. Horace, left-hand dribble, heads back over to the midcourt stripe. And will hand it off to Carnahan. Carnahan on the left wing. Sends it over to the right side now for Reynolds. Reynolds, top out for Horace. Horace dribbles and drives at the free throw line. Kicks it back out to Carnahan. Carnahan hands it back off to Horace. And Horace tried a little hook pass, but that turns into a turnover. And a foul coming up. Probably going to go against Nick Horace, but I don't understand that because Liddell kind of spun right into Horace.
Yeah, Liddell started to leave his feet, spin around.
That's what Coach Lee's saying right now.
Tough early foul to draw there for Horace.
Inbound pass comes into Liddell. And Liddell will give it up to Scott. Scott deep out on the right wing. Sends it over to the left side now for Bird. Bird, he'll direct a little traffic. 6:25 left to play here in this opening quarter. 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. Out front will stay. Here is Liddell. Liddell directs a little traffic, gives it up to Scott. Scott gives it up to Bird. Back to Liddell. Belleville West being very patient, and a dump off to Liddell, and that's picked off by Reynolds. Belleville West, their first turnover. Carnahan almost tripped, and then finds a way to get it back from Horace off the glass. Good for two for Stanley Carnahan.
Lacey trying to draw the foul there as he slides down, starts falling just for Stanley's about to lay it in. No call there.
Around the outside of the perimeter it goes to Scott. Scott gives to Liddell. Liddell at the top of the key, comes over to the left side and gives it up now for Lacey. Back out front and just outside the lane. Shot, no good. Rebound belongs to Chase Reynolds, and the Collinsville Kahawks bring it back up. Quick pass to Horace, 4-3. That one just hits the fat part of the iron and comes down for the Maroons' first rebound of this game. Now here is Hankins. Underneath the basket to Liddell. Liddell trying to get past Chambers. Can't do it. Gets his own rebound. Puts it off the side of the backboard. Gets another one. Blocked out by Chambers. And Collinsville ends up with the ball once again. 4-0 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds at the bottom of the arrowhead. That was a lot of missed opportunities there for West.
Yeah, Liddell kept it alive for a bit, but they never finished it off.
Here is Reynolds. Reynolds backs up toward the midcourt stripe, now makes his move, top of the key. Weisinger wide open for three, hits the inside of the rim, comes down, and the rebound this time belongs to Belleville West. They bring it back up.
That open in a while.
I know, he was wide open. Had about 5 minutes to shoot it, too.
I'd like to see him knock that one down.
Yep. Here is Liddell. He'll kick it outside now for Lacey for three. Lacey can't hit the three-point shot. Each team cold from beyond the three-point arc here early. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger brings it back up and will send it out to Reynolds. Chase at the logo at midcourt. 4:20 to play here in this opening quarter. Here is a drive by Weisinger, and he'll kick it all the way back out to the deep left wing for Horace. Horace, he has Scott right in front of him. Hands the ball off to Reynolds. Chase takes the same spot that Horace was just in, gives it back to Nicky Tony, and then a back underhand pass. He'll go right back to him. Here's Reynolds. He tries to thread an eagle in there, and that was just
between two guys.
Yeah, between two guys. That's a turnover, and Belleville West, they can't buy a shot right now, and now we have a whistle and another foul coming up.
Yeah, get Liddell reached in there over Zach, trying to come down with that rebound.
Each team now with one foul apiece. Collinsville will get the ball back. Third turnover for Belleville West. And the inbound pass will be triggered right underneath the West basket by Stanley Carnahan now. 4-0 in favor of Collinsville. 3:51 to play here in this first quarter. Here is Horace. He gets double teamed back in the back. Sends it over to Reynolds. Reynolds across the line for Carnahan. Carnahan. One arm pass back over to Chase, and Reynolds will move it up toward the top of the key. To Weisinger. Zamori. Bump, shoot, and it goes in.
Gets the roll there. He drives in on a guy who just came in there for West, and Cross.
Yeah. There is Cross. That is Iraje Cross, and now we have a timeout called by Belleville West. I was wondering when Schobert was going to get around to calling a timeout. I figured that he would. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back here in just about that amount of time on the Kahok Sports Network.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
Once again, welcome back to Granite City High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler on the other microphone. Josh Roseman on the camera again for us tonight as we are back to action. Collinsville up 6-0. West with the ball. A handoff goes to Hankins. Hankins, the big hero from the other night. There's a three-point shot. That one goes in, and that's how Belleville West gets on the board.
Yep, Scott drills that one, gets open. Jamori couldn't get a hand on the face there, and he knocks it down.
There is Reynolds. Reynolds from the midcourt stripe to the top of the key. Heads over to the right wing. Gives it up now for Horace. Horace back over to Reynolds. Reynolds into the corner for Carnahan. Carnahan will shoot from there, and he hits it nothing but net for Stanley Carnahan.
There you go. He was knocking down shots like that. Early in the year, kind of went away from him, got frustrated.
Oh, get that out of here, says Chambers.
There you go. Big block. Kales did a good job getting back in transition there. And Zach's in the perfect spot for the block.
So West will inbound. Offset to the left of their basket. And it comes into Liddell. Liddell kicks it out front for Hankins. Hankins gives it up now for Scott. Scott, go back all the way up toward midcourt. 2.5 to go here in quarter number one. 8-3 in favor of Collinsville. All the way out, Scott gets it to Liddell. Liddell up to the top of the key now for David Marshall Jr., who's into the game for the first time. Here is Hankins. Hankins takes a shot, no good. And the rebound almost handled by Collinsville, but they couldn't quite find the handle on it. And West will start all over again. 4 players outside the perimeter. Now a dribble drive by Scott. Get that out of here again, says jump ball, says Chambers. And the possession arrow remains in favor of Belleville West.
Calix probably should have got that last offensive board before that one.
Yeah,
there.
Bounced off of Chambers' head.
Bounced off his head and then rolled down his back.
Yeah.
Kind of blocked Stanley out from getting it. But he's got 3 blocks.
Inbound pass comes in. And Belleville West goes back to work. Here is Scott to Liddell. Liddell thought about that 3-point shot. Hands the ball back off to Scott. We're down to 1:50 to go here in this opening quarter. A dribble drive by Scott, thwarted by Jamari Weisinger. Now Liddell shoots a 3-pointer. No good. Nick Horace with the rebound.
3-on-1 for the Kahawks.
Oh, up to Chambers. Chambers off the glass, good for 2. And Chambers now has 4 points.
Worked out there. Chambers wasn't quite ready for it, but he stayed tall and knocked it down.
Outside on the perimeter we go to Marshall. Marshall over at the top of the key, almost lost the ball. And now he splits between Carnahan and Chambers, but still won't work. Rebound finds Jamori Weisinger. Weisinger comes up the near sideline, throws it all the way over onto the wing. Horace open for 3. That one's good.
Big 3 there, wide open there, and West will want another timeout. We got 4 blocks in the first quarter here for Zach Chambers. He's being huge.
He is. 60-second timeout, so we'll take a break for that long as well, and we're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Once again, we welcome you back to Granite City High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, Josh Roseman back with you. And just a couple of moments ago, Jamori Weisinger banked one in for 2 points, and now Jamori has 1,000 points for his Kahok career. He becomes the 28th Kahok player in Collinsville basketball history to join the 1,000-point club, and now we have two guys with 1,000 points in their career on the floor at the same time, as Weisinger and Horace have joined that club this year.
And Horace grabs the seat here, and welcome back to the floor. Tyree Brister's in there as he's been absent the last couple games.
And he commits a foul.
But welcome back Tyree into this game.
Brister was out for Wednesday night's game and also missed the game at Alton last Friday. And into the backcourt it goes for Belleville West. Collinsville leads by 10. We have 55 seconds to play here in this opening quarter. Onto the wing it goes for Marshall. Kicks it out front for Liddell. Liddell tries to split a couple of guys in the paint. Couldn't get around him. And now Marshall, he'll take the shot. That's off of the back of the backboard and into the hands of Chambers.
Trying to drive at Tyree there, hoping maybe draw a second foul on him, and 20 seconds there as the Kahoks will maybe look to run the clock here for the last shot of the first quarter.
There's Weisinger. Weisinger all the way back out now. He'll dribble. He'll drive into the paint, and a little move with a fingertip roll at the end. And Collinsville goes up 15-3.
Yeah, if you have all that space to just drive down the paint, you got to take that and West drive it. Just going.
There's Liddell, and his shot still won't fall. Boy, they're struggling trying to make these shots fall. Are the Maroons. Couple of seconds left, and at the buzzer, oh, that was close to being a three-pointer there from Chase Reynolds, but it falls just a little bit short. And we head to quarter number 2. Collinsville up 15-3, and we are back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
CUSD 10 residents have an opportunity to improve our schools without increasing the property tax rate by voting yes on March 19th. The Zero Rate Change Ballot Initiative will provide funds to improve school safety and security, upgrade heating and cooling equipment, and make facilities more accessible to disabled students, staff, and visitors. For more information, visit yesforsaferschools.org. This message was brought to you by the Citizens for Safer Schools. Vote yes for the Unit 10 ballot initiative. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahoks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
Evan Wilkinson into the game for the first time tonight. He inbounds into the backcourt for Jamori Weisinger. Welcome back to Granite City. Here is Wilkinson for three. That one's almost there. And there's Brister with a rebound, but he can't hold on to it. Ball ends up on the ground, and now we're going to have a whistle and a jump ball. And the possession arrow once again in favor of Belleville West. So Collinsville will commit turnover number 3. Each team now with 3 apiece. 7:45 to go. Just started quarter number 2.
Evan wasted no time to try and knock down a shot. Looked a little weird coming out of his hands and just didn't fall in.
So West will inbound. They'll bring it up court. Here is Brandon Scott. Scott heads toward this near sideline. Comes in from that wing and off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound knocked out of bounds.
Off one, out of bounds, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Off of the hand of Jordan Lacey. So that's the 4th turnover for Belleville West. Collinsville will see if they can take advantage. 12-point lead for the Kahawks after 1 quarter of play. Brister gets the inbound pass. Starts heading up court.
Just trying to bring a little bit of pressure on the inbound, but they fall right back.
Yeah, they did. There's Wilkinson to Brister. Brister in the corner right at the end of the Maroons bench. Cuts across the free throw line. Gives it up for Wilkinson. Wilkinson hands it to Weisinger. Weisinger has the ball knocked out of his hands there by Hankins. And Collinsville will reset again. Wilkinson once again will handle the inbound pass right in front of the student body cheering section belonging to the students of Belleville West High School. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger gives it up now, and Nick Horace lost the ball. Weisinger found it. Nick had the ball knocked out of his hands again, and this time it's going to belong to Belleville West, so each team now with 4 turnovers.
Almost worked out for Collinsville because Maury was going up the court with it. Ball kind of rolled that way, and he almost had a lane to the basket there, but still couldn't hold on to it.
Here is Hankins. Hankins, the sophomore, big hero from the other night. At the midcourt stripe. Trying to get rid of Brister. That's hard to do. Here's Liddell for three, and he hits it. That's all the points for Belleville West tonight. 2 3-pointers.
They're trying to draw Zach out there. That's a tough matchup to get Zach out there to guard. West bringing some pressure here. Brister gets knocked out.
Well, count the bucket and the bruise. And that's 2 points for Dalen Bird. He'll have a chance to turn it into 3.
Brister got...
Yeah, he did. Got bowled over like got hit by a Mack truck.
Bowled out of the way there and could have called that.
Wilkinson's the one who gets called for the foul underneath the basket. And at the free throw line, it is Dalen Bird. Bird on the year, 62.7% from the charity stripe.
Well, you got to weather the storm from some of these teams. They bring you.
That one's good.
First 6 points of the quarter scored by West. Just got to buck down here and keep on playing, guys.
15-9 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Reynolds. Triple team. Somebody had to be open. And then a foul going to be handed out as Bird ran right into the back of Weisinger.
Yeah, that's just hands into the back there. Jamori was spinning around there, but you shove a guy down.
Yeah.
Cats just need to settle down here, get back into their offense.
Reynolds will inbound. And he'll do so to Horace. Horace back to Reynolds. Reynolds. All the way back near midcourt. And a 5-second violation.
Coach Lee losing everything out there on the court. Marker, his phone. He wasn't happy with that one.
No, not at all. I don't blame him. Here is Lacey. Lacey out at midcourt. Hands the ball up to Scott. Scott gives it up. And Bird with it once again. Bird deep out over on the left wing. And into the corner it goes now for Lacey. Back to Bird. He'll launch a three-point shot. That one misses the mark. Rebound belongs to Chase Reynolds. Collinsville works it back up once again. Here is Horace. Horace almost traveled with it. Free throw line. Kicks it back out now to the midcourt stripe for Reynolds. Reynolds starts to move forward. Backs it back up. They're going to get a little handsy out there. Scott had his hands all over Reynolds. Weisinger gets double teamed in front of Coach Schobert. And then a little bit of a grab there. And the foul will be handed out to Daraje Cross.
Cross and Scott are kind of mixed up on who they were guarding there, so Cross just went ahead and fouled, did the foul there and let them get set back up on their defense.
Inbound pass comes back into Weisinger. Weisinger with his feet at the bottom of the arrowhead here at Granite City High School. Gives it back up now for Reynolds. Reynolds throws the ball away, was trying to go to Nick Horace, but stepping right in front of him was Jordan Lacey, and Lacey comes down and puts an exclamation mark on the basket. Collinsville head coach Darren Lee wants a timeout as the Maroons have been on a bit of a roll here, and we'll take a timeout as well. It is a 60-second timeout, so we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Good timeout by Coach Lee. 5:20 left to play here in quarter number 2 as the Maroons have started off this second quarter with an 8-0 run.
Yeah, and they're really doing it by just bringing some pressure here and getting the Chaos really all out of sorts. 8 straight points to start this quarter for West.
Here's Weisinger with a head of steam. Oh! Tried to throw a pass into Chambers and went right over his head and through his hands. Collinsville's a little out of sorts here.
These guys just got to get on the same page with that. And they've been out of sorts the last few minutes, but that's not an excuse for that situation there. Just get on the same page, guys. You're right there.
Here is Scott. Scott brings it up. Collinsville only up by 4 after being up by 12 at the end of 1 quarter of play. Here is Lacey. Offset free throw line. Takes the shot. It's good for 2.
Nice shot. Lacey hadn't took too many shots other than 1-3 earlier, and now Nick's talking the corner here. Throws it away.
Yep, another turnover. Collinsville in a little bit of trouble here as they can't get anything going right now.
12 straight points here in 3 minutes for West. The Cavs are going to call another timeout.
Probably. Up to Weisinger. Weisinger drives to the basket. Fingertip roll good.
Wow,
First points here in this quarter for Collinsville.
Crazy scenario there. Collinsville was stuck way back in the backfield. Stanley about stepped out of the end of the baseline here on the other end, and it ends up as a layup on the other side for the Kahawks.
Lacey gets the ball over in front of the Collinsville bench. Does so to Scott. Scott drives, tries to spin into a double team, and Coach Lee wanted to travel. He didn't get that call, though.
It seemed like he just kind of threw it away here. And
West will keep the ball. Inbound pass coming from the far side corner. And all the way out front it goes to Bird. Bird to Liddell. Liddell will hand the ball off to Lacey. Lacey fires it back over in front of the Kahawk bench once again for Scott. And out front will go to Liddell. And 4 minutes to go here in this first half. And a turnaround shot by Bird. Nowhere to go, and he hits it for 2. And once again, we're tied, 17-17.
That was only a 2?
Yep.
I thought there was going to be a 3 and let West finally take their first lead.
There is Reynolds. Reynolds gets it to Brister. Brister moves the ball inside now for Chambers. Chambers back to Brister, another turnover. Collinsville can't stop turning the ball over. They had 8 turnovers the whole game against Granite City, and that's their 8th turnover here in this contest. Collinsville gets the rebound. Here is Brister, and we're going to have a foul handed out. And this one is going to go.
Take your pick, Lacey or Scott.
Who did they give it to? Well, they must have given it to Scott. So Collinsville will get to keep the ball. 17-17 score. Top of the key for Brister. Brister dribbles into the paint, takes the off-balance shot. That's no good, and the rebound being fought for. Chase Reynolds finds it, can't finish, and then we're going to have a foul as Lacey was all over the backside there of Brister as Brister was jumping in midair to try to get that rebound. 4th foul here in this second quarter for Belleville, and nobody's paying attention.
Yeah.
The inbound pass comes into Nick Horace, and he banks it off the glass for 2.
The ref handed the ball in. Nobody was looking. He
Yep.
went right to Nick, and he laid it in, and nobody was ready. The ref was ready, and he handed it in.
Yeah. There is Belleville West going back to work. Over onto the wing it goes for Scott. Scott trying to give it up into the corner and find Hankins. Hankins, spin move, shot from the baseline, good for 2. That's the first 2 points of the game for Hankins.
Tough shot there. Almost got swatted away.
19-19 is our score. Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds in the perimeter, punches back, takes the shot, and it rattles home.
Nice step back there. Cleared some space. West wanted to push off, but Chase knocks it down.
Here is Lacey in the corner, out to Liddell. Liddell tries to go between. Cut off a little bit. Lacey, if he would have kept on going, he probably would have had a clean lane to the basket. Here's Liddell all the way out at the top of the key. Chambers is out to guarding. They'll give the ball up now for Hankins. Hankins deep out over here on this right wing. Back out front for Liddell. Over in front of the Kahawk bench it goes. And a one bounce pass to Scott. And then to Hankins and now to Liddell. Liddell with a three-pointer, no good. And now we're going to have a foul called against Weisinger.
That seems right. It's about to fall into the hands of Scott. Jamori reaches around him. It'd be nice if we tried to punch the ball out a little more instead of reaching through the guy.
2:01 to play here in this first half. Here is Liddell. Gets the ball to Bird. Bird back to Liddell. Liddell in front of the Kahawk bench. Being watched closely again by Chambers. All the way back out front will go, and it ends up into the hands of Brandon Scott. 1:45 to play here in quarter number 2. Scott out at midcourt. Pass into the perimeter, but right back out of the perimeter is Lacey. And then to Liddell. Liddell drives the lane, has the ball knocked out of his hands by Chambers. Who'd they give it to? I can't see that far.
It's West ball.
Okay, I figured
like
as
I
much.
said, Chambers knocked out of his hands.
So West will inbound all the way in that far corner once again.
Cats need to get a stop here.
Into Liddell. Liddell out near midcourt for Bird. 90 seconds to play here in quarter number 2. Pass over to Lacey. Lacey back to Liddell. Liddell dribbles and drives baseline, kicks it all the way back out. 3-point shot on the way. That one's no good from Brandon Scott. Rebound belongs to Liddell, and Liddell makes Collinsville pay. 21-21, that's our score. We approach 1 minute left to play here in this second quarter. Here's Chase Reynolds. Reynolds. One shovel pass over to Weisinger, and Weisinger gets it to Brister. Brister over to Reynolds. Reynolds out to Jamori for 3. That one hits the inside of the rim. Bounces all the way back out into the hand of Bird. Maroons bring it back up.
I think Coach is ready for the Cowboys to pull that out and settle for the last shot. But Jamori did have a wide open look. Just can't knock it down.
There's Liddell. Out front will go for Lacey.
How far can their coach get out on the court? Holy cow.
Yeah.
He's almost near to that volleyball. Look at
Bird. Bird at the free throw line. Gives it up. 3-point shot coming from Lacey. That one rolls across the rim and into the hands of Jamori Weisinger. Weisinger, he'll bring it up. 19 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. Over to Brister. Brister, he'll give the ball up now for Nick Horace. Horace skirts across the line. He was dangerously close to stepping into the backcourt. 8 seconds left. Here is Horace. Horace, spin move in the perimeter. Can't find any room. Puts a shot off the glass high. Can't get it to go. Brister puts it back in. And that's how quarter number 2 comes to a close. And Collinsville will head to the locker rooms up 23-21. Time now for the halftime show, brought to you by Woods Basement Systems in Collinsville. All things basementy. Woods Basement Systems, working to keep homes dry since 1986. Give them a call at their Collinsville office at 618-708-4055. Close one, 23-21. We're at halftime, and the halftime show brought to you by Woods Basement Systems. That comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive. cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. 23-21 here. Collinsville leads by 2. They led by 12 after one quarter of play when they outscored the Maroons 15-3. But the Maroons returned the favor and outscored Collinsville 18-8 in that second quarter, including an 8-0 run to start the second quarter. Leading scorer in this one is Miles Liddell. He has 7 points for the Maroons. After that, Dalen Bird with 5. 4 points for Jordan Lacey, 3 for Brandon Scott, and 2 for Nicholas Hankins. Collinsville, they're being led in points by Jamori Weisinger's 6 points. Nick Horace has 5, 4 each for Stanley Carnahan and Zach Chambers, and then 2 apiece for Tyler Reed-Brister and Chase Reynolds. Collinsville is winning the battle of the boards 11-6. Collinsville has 8 turnovers in that first half compared to 4 for Belleville West. And from the lines, Collinsville 1 of 4 from beyond the 3-point stripe, while Belleville West is 2 of 8. Collinsville did not have any free throw shooters in that first half, while Belleville West went 1 for 1. Scores that we have for you from around the area. The winner of this game gets the winner of the regional championship game going on at Edwardsville. That's between O'Fallon and Quincy. And right now at halftime, O'Fallon leads 23-19. Everything is at halftime. Central over Pinckneyville 18-7. Waltonville over Oakville 20-15. Highland over Muscuda 27-24. Columbia over Westland 21-19. Centralia over Marion 21-15. And East St. Louis has a 24-15 lead over Triad. That is a look at your halftime show brought to you by Woods Basement Systems in Collinsville. If you have water damage in your home or water in your home, it doesn't need to be there unless it's coming out of your faucet or your shower. So you need to give Woods Basement Systems a call in Collinsville, 618-708-4055. Second half action, that's what comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family owned and operated by former Kahok since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville, 618-344-3530.
Welcome back here to Granite City High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, and Josh Roseman along with you. Can't forget about Zach Roseman. He was the one who supplied us with the halftime score, so a big thank you to the Roseman brothers. And Chris Kettler, that was a frantic second quarter there for Collinsville. They got to slow things down, take care of the ball, and do their thing.
Well, it was a good first quarter, 15-3, and time did go by pretty fast, but that thing's got just all out of sorts for the Kahawks and snowballed. And we've seen that happen from time to time, and let West come all the way back, tie it up, and then now we've been trading baskets back and forth. Let's see if we can't build this lead back up. First couple possessions of this third quarter will be key.
Collinsville, they get the ball first here to start half number 2, and now shooting at the basket closest to us. Here is Reynolds. Gets it over to Horace. Horace in front of his own bench to Weisinger. Top of the key, head fake. Can't penetrate, so back outside for Reynolds. He'll try to pop a 3. Can't find it. Carnahan pulls in the rebound. And we go back to work. Now let's step up a little bit more, and just a couple of feet closer. And Chase Reynolds, that's all you needed. Just a couple of steps in, and Collinsville now back up by 4. Here is Belleville West with their first possession of the second half. Out front we'll start with Scott. Scott to Liddell. Liddell, he'll hand the ball off, do so to Hankins. Hankins just outside the paint, gives it up, and a pop and drop there. Out of the hands of Jordan Lacey, and Belleville West answers.
That's what we're doing. We've just kind of been going back and forth here ever since West tied it up.
There was Reynolds. Reynolds gives it up now, and Horace will hit the three-point shot. That was a big one right there.
Fading away. Just had to make sure it got past the line there. That's a tough shot on the run.
Yeah, it looked to me from this angle that it was going to hit the side of the backboard, but it barely made it past it and went right into the net.
Yeah, that's a tough angle, too.
It is. Now we'll go once again for Lacey. Lacey gives it up to Bird. Bird onto the wing now for Hankins. Bounce pass into the paint. Liddell turns around, shoots, and scores.
Well, really had 3 guys collapsed in there on Liddell, but he's able to get the shot up.
3-point lead for Collinsville. Here come the Kahawks. Approaching midcourt. Chase Reynolds gives it up now for Carnahan. Carnahan out front to Weisinger. Weisinger bounce pass just outside the paint. Horace bounces off Liddell, takes the shot, can't get it to go, and the rebound belongs to Belleville West. Could have been a foul there, too.
Yeah, I think it could have been a foul there. I think after Horace nearly lost the ball, you're not going to get the benefit of that, though.
Yeah. Here is Scott. Scott gives it up for Hankins. Collinsville up by 3. 2 minutes gone here in quarter number 3. Out front we'll go, and then over onto the wing for Hankins. Hankins on the left side. Sends it over to the right side. Scott takes the 3-point shot. No good. And that one misses everything and goes out of bounds. And the 5th turnover for Belleville West. will get a chant of air ball from the Kahok crowd. And Collinsville trying to see if they can pick it up after that turnover. 5:45 to go here in the third quarter, 28-25. Reynolds in the backcourt, brings it across the line in front of the scorer's table, reverses direction, heads over to the wing, being poked on and grabbed by Scott the whole entire way. Now over to Carnahan. Carnahan out to Reynolds. Reynolds will launch another three. That one's good.
Sometimes you think it's one of these guys, other guys got to get going. Reynolds knocked down a couple shots here in this third quarter. Big three.
31-25 Collinsville. Three-point answer on the way. No good. Rebound that belongs to Belleville West. They'll try it back in again, and now we're going to have a foul called. And this one is going to go against Nick Horace for a blocking foul.
Yeah, if he's just maybe in there a split second sooner, maybe might get that call.
Horace picks up his second. 5:13 to go here in the third. Inbound pass comes into Liddell. He immediately goes baseline, tries to get past Horace, but Horace wasn't having any of that. Scott gets it back to Liddell in front of his bench. Out to the top of the key for Bird. Around onto the wing for Hankins. Back out front now will go for Lacey. Lacey gets the ball over to Scott. Scott dribbles, gives it up. Three-point shot from Liddell. A little short. And there is Carnahan with the rebound for Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger deep out over here on the right wing. Looking for a little room to move. And now we're going to have a foul against Scott. Scott's been grabbing and poking everybody and finally gets called for one.
Yeah, he did that on Nick earlier there. Handcuffs Jamori. He was trying to get uphill there.
Chase Reynolds will inbound near the midcourt stripe, and he'll do so to Horace, who immediately lets a shot go, and it's good.
Just get the ball and shoot it, and that's what the Kahawks do there. Nick knocks it down.
Collinsville goes up by 8. 4.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Dribble drive by Bird. Gets cut off. No room, and now Horace is going to get called for another foul.
Okay. That's a tough one to take.
Yeah, it is.
It's no more now. He's at 3. And Coach Lee will call timeout. I think he wants to.
Go ahead, finish your thought.
Well, I think he wants to yell at the ref.
Doesn't surprise me, though. It's a 60-second timeout, so we'll step aside for 60 seconds as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
CUSD 10 residents have an opportunity to improve our schools without increasing the property tax rate by voting yes on March 19th. The Zero Rate Change Ballot Initiative will provide funds to improve school safety and security, upgrade heating and cooling equipment, and make facilities more accessible to disabled students, staff, and visitors. For more information, visit yesforsaferschools.org. This message was brought to you by the Citizens for Safer Schools. Vote yes for the Unit 10 ballot initiative.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
Fastest 60-second timeout you'll ever see, kids.
I think it was a 30. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't. Oh, they got him.
Yeah, they did.
Well, so during that possession, Marshall shot a long 3 for West there, and the rebound went long. Any of the Kahawks maybe could have got to it, but Liddell hustled to and got the offensive board, and then now Brister gets the closely guarded 5-second, and it's a turnover, and the Kahawks get the ball back.
6th turnover for Belleville West. 4:03 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville gets the ball back. Inbound pass comes into Jamori Weisinger. Weisinger over 1,000 points in his career after his first bucket here tonight. Started the night at 998, and now Jamori has 1,004 points in his Kahawk career. Here is Reynolds. He has the hot hand here to start off quarter number 3. Brister fires it on over to Weisinger as Horace is on the bench. Brister back in there in his place. Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds gives it up to Weisinger. Weisinger dribble, one hand, and almost a drop ball by Chambers, but he waits it out and puts it off the glass for 2.
Marshall just almost did enough there to disrupt Chambers, but he was able to grab before anybody else on the West recognize what happened there.
Here is Cross. Cross hands the ball off, does so to Hankins. Hankins is fouled by Bristol. That'll be Collinsville's third foul here in this third quarter. 3:18 to play in said quarter.
He could have got Chase on pushing Hankins there out of the way there before the shot, but they let play continue, and Brister did foul him just after that, and he'll get 2 shots.
Hankins, 70.8% from the free throw line this year, and he hits the first one.
Hankins, the hero from Wednesday night, sophomore, won the game for the Maroons.
10-foot buzzer beater. Took the game away from Belleville East. One more shot coming up for Hankins. And that one's no good, and the rebound will belong to Tyree Brister. He gets it over to Weisinger. Weisinger moves it up across the timeline. We approach 3:05 left to play here in quarter number 3. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger wants to drive to the basket, does so, off the glass, good for 2.
Great job to recognize that, see that lane to get in there. Calcs need to get back here in transition.
There's Liddell. Liddell at the free throw line. Lost the ball, but poked it out to Marshall. Kicks it outside, and I think Cross had plenty of time for a 3-point shot, but he'll pass it in anyway and get it to Hankins. Hankins uses the glass to get himself a couple of more points.
West bringing some pressure. Calcs doing some long passes here. Oh, nearly had Zach underneath.
Yep. There is Weisinger in front of the scorer's table. Brings it over in front of his own bench. Jamori.
Some pushing and shoving going in here between Chambers and Liddell, and now there's going to be a whistle on that.
That's going to go against Liddell.
There's a lot of back and forth there between those two guys, and then the referee's whistle blew it. I wasn't sure what he was going to call.
Yeah, I had to wait for him to throw up the number. So Collinsville will inbound. Carnahan will go out. Horace will come back in with his 3 fouls. And Reynolds will trigger the inbound pass. Does so to Chambers. Chambers almost lost the ball. Now he does. And Belleville West will try to dig into this lead. It's a 9-pointer right now. Into the corner. Liddell for 3. Good.
That's tough there. Zach lost the ball there, and he's on Liddell right now, and just didn't get to him.
6-point lead now for Collinsville. They'll throw it across the line to Brister. Brister, he'll wait for his teammates to catch back up to him, and then he'll get double-teamed. Bounces it all the way back out. Kicks it over for Weisinger. Weisinger drives again, takes the shot. No good, but he's going to go to the line. Oh, they're going to.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they called a blocking foul against Bird.
All these guys on West just are diving down way before. They're not fooling these refs.
Weisinger at the line. First free throw participant for Collinsville tonight, and Jamori comes in at 78%, 71 for 91 on the year.
Start getting to the line, got to knock these down.
Jamori, good.
Get Stanley back in here. Nick some rest.
Yeah, got those 3 fouls too.
Fouls, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going to go down here on defense. Don't want them to get one.
Weisinger. Good on both. So Collinsville makes good on their first 2 free throw shots of this game. Collinsville back up by 8. 1:45 to play here in this third quarter. And here is Hankins. He'll drive, kick it back outside. Cross, wide open for 3 again and didn't take it. Now out front for Bird. Bird will, and that's good for 3.
A smart job by Cross, not take it. Continue on, and yeah, that's got to be a foul. Yeah, that's what they called.
Yeah, Bird's going to pick up his 3rd.
He just knocks down the 3 there, but collides with Jamori. 3 fouls on Bird.
So Bird will come out. Lacey will come back in. Reynolds will inbound here on this near sideline. 1:28 left to play here in this third quarter. Into Horace near the midcourt stripe. Mickey Tony back in there. Gives it up to Brister. Brister in front of the scorer's table. Back over to Horace. And Horace back over to Brister. Back to Nick. Almost got pushed over the line. Here is Reynolds. He'll skirt the line, and then he'll bring it in, looking for some more room to move. Stops, kicks it back outside to Weisinger. 1 minute to go here in this third quarter. Jamori Bluffs a little move inside, keeps it back outside. Weisinger over to Horace. Horace. He'll skirt across the top of the arrowhead, just outside the lane. Bounce pass into Brister, and then Brister takes the shot, can't get it to go. Chambers gets the rebound, but it falls out of his hands and goes into the hands of Cross. A shot, no good. Rebound, no good. And then Collinsville will come away with the board. There is Weisinger, and can't get it up there high enough.
Fouled there.
I know.
Seemed like it was an easy layup there, and he gets hammered.
20 seconds. Here is Hankins. Kicks it back outside now for Cross. Cross backs all the way up to the near court sideline. Almost into the corner where the half court stripe meets the sideline. Now it'll bring it back out. 10 seconds to go. Third quarter. Collinsville up by 5. Here is Hankins. Hankins to Liddell. Liddell, he'll dribble, he'll drive, he'll kick it outside, and he'll do so to Lacey. At the buzzer, no good. And that's the way that the third quarter comes to a close. 39-34 in favor of Collinsville. We'll take a timeout, and fourth quarter action is what we'll have coming up for you next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe-throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe-throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com.
Back here at Granite City High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, and the Roseman brothers along with us. Here it is 39-34 after 3 quarters of play. And Collinsville, they are the ones that have the 5-point lead. Over in Edwardsville, they had just ended the third quarter over there, too. O'Fallon over Quincy right now, 35-32. O'Fallon with the lead. Collinsville outscoring Belleville West in that third quarter, 16-13. And now the Maroons will go back to work. We're underway here in the fourth quarter. Who wants this regional championship? Here is Bird. Bird will pick up his dribble, fire it out to Lacey. Lacey, right-hand dribble all the way out to the top of the key. Gives it up over on the far side for Scott. Scott tries to drive through the paint. No room there, so he'll give it up to Liddell. Liddell back to Lacey. Back to Scott. Scott for 3. I think that was partially tipped.
It had to be.
Yeah.
It was way short.
And Collinsville handles the rebound, and Nick Horace gets stuffed. There is Liddell, and he'll get fouled, and he'll head to the line. That one's going to be on Weisinger.
This is smart enough to just wrap him up and foul him before he got the shot off.
Oh, they're going to give it to Reynolds.
Okay.
Even better, because Jamori already had one, so that's the first one for Reynolds. To the free throw line is Miles Liddell for the first time tonight, 70.9% from the charity stripe on the year, and that one's no good.
A really good play down here on the other side by Brister. He saw Nick there, but just didn't see Liddell there at the last second, who came in from behind and blocked it away.
Liddell, one more shot from the free throw line, and that one is good. And Miles Liddell picks up the first point here in quarter number 4. Weisinger, fingertip roll, can't get it to roll. Rolled all the way around the rim, and Belleville West will bring it back up, looking to dig into this 4-point lead.
Could have dished it off to Zach.
That was just unlucky there, man. I mean, it rolled all the way around the rim.
Made a good decision there, and it just didn't fall. You got to finish that off, though.
There's Lacey. Threads the pass into Liddell. Back out to the top of the key. Lacey for 3. No good. Rebound. Liddell puts it back up, and a foul.
And he fouled him. Come on, Jamore, you got to get that ball.
Now Weisinger picks up his second. And Liddell back to the free throw line to shoot 1.
Frustrating turn there for Jamore. He just didn't get that one to fall in, and then the foul.
And Liddell makes good on the old-fashioned three-point play, and it is a 1-point game, 39-37. Here is Brister. Into the corner it goes for Weisinger. Weisinger out front now for Reynolds. Reynolds drives into the corner, back to Weisinger. Weisinger at the end of his bench comes out of that corner over on the wing for three, and that one's good.
Big shot there. Jamori did that on Wednesday when Granite knocked it down to one. He made a big three. Did happen to draw a foul that time on Wednesday, but no foul there. But extends the lead back out to 4.
Here is Hankins. Hankins to Liddell. Liddell kicks it out. And a drive by Lacey. No good. Rebound, Liddell again. Get that out of here, says Chambers. And then he swats it over to Weisinger. Weisinger brings the ball up, and he is going to be fouled by Hankins.
Hankins just all over him there. Draws the foul. There's some big blocks by Zach there in the first quarter, and does a good job down there on the defensive end for another block.
His 4th block of the game.
He hasn't got any rest out there, and he's just trying to dig down and finish this game off.
They're going to hand out another one to number 11. Yeah, they are. Hankins gets up 2 in a row.
He snagged Jamori there as the Caps were setting inbound the ball.
Inbound pass being triggered, and Horace with a head fake pulls up inside the perimeter, takes the shot, can't get it to go, and then it hits the guide wire up above, and that's going to be the 10th turnover for Collinsville.
Yeah, that technically goes down as a turnover there, but they cleaned it up here in the second half.
Collinsville up by 4. 6 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter. And here is Jordan Lacey. Lacey brings it up across the line, gets it onto the wing for Scott. Now back out front for Hankins, over to Liddell. Liddell on the left wing. Back to the top of the key for Bird. Bird gives it up for Lacey. Lacey thought about the 3. Liddell, he'll take it and hand it back off to Lacey. Lacey around to Bird. Bird, he'll find a little bit of room and then runs out of real estate. Gives it up to Liddell from the free throw line, and Liddell hits another one.
Good job to find him. Bird was going to drive in. Liddell stayed active outside the line there and knocks down a tough shot, and Coach Lee will call timeout.
Timeout called. Collinsville takes a 30-second timeout, so we'll step aside for 30 seconds as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
Back here at Granite City, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you, along with the Roseman brothers, Josh and Zach. 5:20 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Collinsville leads by just 2 points. Who would have thought that after a 15-3 first quarter?
Yeah, and the Canucks had built a 10-point lead here in this second half.
Yeah.
But West continues to chip away.
Belleville West not going away. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger in a little bit of trouble, and now another foul is going to be handed out to Hankins. That's 3 in a row for him.
I think they're calling timeout.
Oh, are they? All right, so no foul. A 60-second timeout called by Belleville West. So we'll step aside for 60 seconds as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
Back here at Granite City High School, and I was wrong about that. That was a Kahawk timeout, so Collinsville only has 1 timeout left for the rest of this game. And we have 5:08 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville up 42-40. Jamori was trapped and couldn't get out of it, so Coach Lee had to call a timeout.
Yeah, that's exactly what ended up happening. Kahok's will reset here.
Into the backcourt it goes to Brister. Brister, he'll dribble, he'll drive, he'll shoot, and that one is partially blocked, but Chambers handles the rebound and then gets fouled on his way up. No shot, the referee says, and this one's going to go against Dalen Bird, and Bird will pick up his fourth foul.
Zach's big arms trying to get around, I think collided with Liddell somewhat.
Oh, wow, they called that one on Liddell. I thought it was against Bird. He pointed right at Bird.
Oh, yeah, he did point at Bird. I guess Liddell fouled Zach's arm with his face.
Collinsville with the inbound pass. And they get it into Chambers, and immediately Liddell fouls him again. So now Miles Liddell with 4 fouls.
So that's Liddell's fourth foul. That's the fourth foul of the quarter on West.
So Liddell will go out. Cross will come back in.
Liddell's had a good game. He's got 18. Knocked down some big shots.
Inbound pass to Brister, off the glass and in.
That ball bounced high off there.
Sure did.
Thought it might go away, but it fell back in.
Collinsville back up by 4. 4:45 to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is
stop
Hankins.
here with Liddell out.
Yeah, you do. Out to the top of the key, it goes to Lacey. Lacey onto the wing for Bird. Bird gives it up now and cross with it. Over to Hankins. Hankins to Bird. Bird around the perimeter will go. Spin trying to get out of the way of Chambers, or excuse me, of Reynolds. And Scott, or excuse me, that is Bird will pick up 2 points.
Bird with that tough shot.
That was tough. Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds being hand-checked all the way by Lacey. Out to Brister. Brister at midcourt. Stops at the top of the key. Back up inside the logo. Halfway through quarter number 4. 44-42. 2-point lead for Collinsville. Maroons are not going away. Brister, he'll drive. He'll do a little fake, and it goes across the rim again. And this time, we're going to have a foul called on Chambers. That's Zach's first.
And it's unfortunate for Brister. Fakes the dish off, which everybody's expecting him to do. He doesn't take a lot of shots, but he decided to finish it, and last time he bounced in for him. And
that was like that Weisinger shot that just rolled all the way around the rim. Out front it goes to Scott. Scott puts it into the corner for Bird. Bird. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Belleville West. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll step aside for 30 seconds as well. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook.
3:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Back in Granite City, regional championship game between Collinsville and Belleville West has been a tight contest after about 4 minutes expired in that second quarter. An 8-0 run by Belleville West put them back in it after they trailed by 12. Here's a three-point shot coming, and that misses the mark. And the rebound comes all the way back out. And a shot no good. And this time the rebound belongs to Carnahan. And now we're going to have a foul called against Belleville West. And this one is going to go against Lacey. That is the 5th foul for Belleville West. So Collinsville shooting free throws for the rest of this quarter.
There goes some big free throws. We talked about it Wednesday. Stanley hasn't gone to the line much, but he went to the line. Wednesday knocked down a couple. West had called that timeout to get the personnel they wanted out there for that possession, including bringing Liddell back out there.
Yeah, 10 of 12 on the year for Carnahan from the free throw line, and that one's good. So Carnahan paying dividends from the free throw stripe Wednesday night and tonight. One more coming his way.
Good job for him to get that rebound.
Carnahan can't hit the second one, though. Rebound belongs to the Maroons. Collinsville up by 3. 3:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Brandon Scott for the Maroons. Gets the ball to Bird. Into the corner to Liddell. Back out to Bird. Bird over into the corner again, Scott. Scott just outside the lane, kick it back out, and Scott gets it right back. He'll dribble and he'll drive, and now we're going to have a foul handed out to Carnahan.
Okay. His first.
Yep.
And that's only the fourth on the team, so nothing hurt with that foul.
Collinsville has one timeout left. The Maroons have two. Inbound pass. Hankins gets it all the way back out toward midcourt for Scott. Under 3 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Over to Bird on the left wing. Into the paint. Little pop shot, and that one will find its way in for Hankins. Collinsville couldn't get so fortunate down here a couple of times. Now a turnover and a throw up there, but it rolls across the rim, and Carnahan's going to pick up another foul.
Scott picked the pocket of Tyree there on the inbound. Kahok's napping there. You got to expect anything. Now West can go to the line here and take the lead.
Hankins will be shooting two. Each team now with 5 fouls, and that means everybody's shooting 2 from here on out. Hankins 1 for 2 here in the second half from the charity stripe, and he'll hit the first one. (45-45). 2:44 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Hankins at the free throw line, ready for his second shot. And he'll miss that one, and the rebound belongs to Belleville West. They'll have a chance again into the corner. Little head fake there by Lacey. He'll kick it all the way back out to midcourt for Scott. Scott gives it up now for Cross. Cross being challenged a bit at the midcourt stripe by Weisinger. Gets it back over for Scott. Scott out to Hankins. Top of the key, and almost a turnover, and they stay with it. Into the backcourt it goes. It was tipped there. So Belleville West trying to go back to work. Here is Lacey. Gets it across for Scott. Scott in the paint, takes the shot. Good. Belleville West has their first lead of this game.
5-0 run here during this last minute. Cavs couldn't get the defensive board after the free throw.
1:50 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger. Chambers off the rim. Can't get it to fall in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Got a guy.
Yeah.
Who ran up to the ref and was.
Yeah. Chirping in his ear about something.
Chirping in his ear, and they're going to get him out of here.
Yep.
That was crazy to see.
Bird picks up his 4th foul at the free throw line. Zach Chambers for the first time tonight. Chambers 61% on the year. And that one won't roll in. Man, oh man. This is a tough rim down here at this end.
Yeah, some bounces just have not gone the Kahok's way, and they've gone West's way down at the other end.
1:48 to play. That's all we have left here in the fourth quarter. Collinsville trails by 2. There's Chambers. He'll hit the second one. Collinsville down by 1.
All right, gotta get a stop.
Yes, we do. Neither team has a foul to give, or they'll put the other one on the free throw line. Here is Bird. Bird and Liddell. They both have 4, and both of them are on the floor. Here is Lacey. He'll kick it out front to Hankins. Hankins gives it up now for Scott. Scott all the way back out to Bird. Bird at midcourt fires a pass over to Lacey. Lacey, 1:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lacey out front, and free throw line, half court stripe. No! And Hankins will drive. He'll shoot. He'll miss it. And a whistle. I thought I heard a whistle. Guess not.
No, it's just everybody screaming.
All right. Collinsville with a chance to regain the lead. And here is Brister. Brister in front of his own bench. Cuts across the paint. Wide open shot. Good for 2.
Great job, Tyree. He's been able to get to the hole. One time he wasn't able to finish, but just stay with it and find it. Now the Cahoks need to stop here as they're back up.
50 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Timeout called by Belleville West. They are down to their final timeout as well. We'll take a timeout too, as soon as I figure out how much it is. It is a full timeout, so we will step aside for 60 seconds, and we're back after those 60 seconds here on the Kahok Sports Network. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why?
All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is #1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
Back here at Granite City, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, Josh Roseman, Zach Roseman, we're all with you here tonight. Thank you all very much for tuning in. 48 seconds to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville up 48-47.
Coach Paolo on the bench there telling everybody to get up, get loud on the Kahok side. West ball. Kahawks need to get a stop here.
Yes, they do.
And get the ball, maybe get to the line.
Scott will trigger the inbound pass for the Maroons. Does so to Liddell. Liddell out front to Hankins.
I think the scoreboard
the scoreboard just kind of went off.
The scoreboard has went off.
Yep. Well, the whole thing went off.
They're playing. None of the refs noticed that they're tapping him on the shoulder.
Scott, block! And Collinsville ends up with the ball.
What happens here? The scoreboard has not been running.
They're going to have to call a timeout.
Well, literally, 4 Belleville West coaches were tapping the referee on the shoulder like, hey, stop. It goes against West because they're going to lose the ball.
Well, Collinsville got the ball back after a block by Chambers, and Collinsville got possession of the ball. Then the referee stopped play, so the Kahawks will get to keep possession. Unless that's what they're arguing, but they can't argue that if they let them play on.
They were played on here, and so they just need to find out how much time there is.
Yeah.
But that goes against West because they were literally tapping the one referee on the shoulder. Hey. There's something wrong with the scoreboard. And I saw it go off one by one. The one, the clock on top of the board went off, then the one with the points went off, then the actual time went off, and then everything kept going here.
Yeah, the first thing I saw disappear was the players on each side with their numbers, their points, and their fouls.
Coach Lee is livid. I mean, what happened.
48-47 is our score.
And that's, I believe in the rules, they officially say you're supposed to have some kind of alternate. You would normally buzz the refs, say, hey, we've got a problem, but that's tied into the scoreboard. So that's why officially the rules say you should have some kind of alternate device to alert the refs.
Well, they got the scoreboard back up now. Everything appears to be right. 5 fouls each, 1 timeout left each, 48-47, 48 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter.
So I think everything that happened should happen. Kahawk's ball.
Yep.
You just have to figure out some kind of amount of time that went off the clock.
It's close to 48 seconds.
Well, no, that's what we went to the timeout as. No time has gone off the clock since the previous timeout. So there's less than 48 seconds. And now the clock reads 44. I would say it was probably, a little more than that, but.
Well, it looks like they've settled on 44 seconds. So we'll see.
I think what West is going to want to argue is the scoreboard was off, so let's replay everything. But I don't think you can do that.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is my 4th time saying it. They were literally tapping the one ref on the shoulder with 4 coaches from West. The scoreboard's not going. Stop play. So this is quite a crazy situation here.
Yeah, it is.
I think we have it all sorted out. I think we're going to go with 44 seconds.
Well, Collinsville should get the ball back, and it probably should be inbounded underneath the basket down there for Belleville West.
So, they're pointing Collinsville ball.
Well, they're gonna inbound it in front of the Maroons bench.
Yes. So they got to get the ball in, take care of it. If they foul us, knock down the free throws. I would say that was maybe more than 4 seconds, but.
Yeah, the 2 guys with 4 fouls are out. Liddell and Bird are on the bench right now. Chase Reynolds with the inbound, does so to Brister. And an immediate foul called on a block by David Marshall Jr. So that's going to send Tyree Brister to the free throw line and possibly make this a 3-point game if he can hit both of them. Tyree on the year, 69.6 from the free throw line.
Here, West, you would have liked to have seen him not foul there. You might have had Brister tied up in the...
Yeah, he was close to the sideline.
Right on the sideline in that coffin corner. Cats did have a timeout. They knocked these down, Tyree.
There is Brister. Brister at the three. Oh, man, bounced out. I tell you what, this rim down here has not been kind to Collinsville here tonight.
More going to pump him up here, say, hey, just make this one.
.5 to play here in this fourth quarter. Brister. One more shot coming from the free throw line. And that one's no good. But I thought Brister was going to get his own rebound for a minute, but he didn't. Here comes Belleville West, looking to take the lead. And Brister pokes it into the backcourt. No good. Pass across the line. Into the perimeter it goes. No good on the shot. And the rebound falls into the hands of Nick Horace and a...
Kahok's ball and the jump ball. It's going to be a jump ball.
Jump ball. Kahok's ball. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville. 23.5 seconds to play here in this fourth quarter. Carnahan comes out. Chase Reynolds comes back in, and he'll inbound the ball again, being guarded down there by Cross. 23.5 seconds to go. Into Chambers. Chambers into the corner, and he's fouled, so Chambers will go back to the free throw line.
All right, Zach, knock these down. This is what he wants. Got a big smile on his face. He's going to come down and knock these down, right?
Yep. Daraje Cross picks up his second foul.
20.6 seconds left. This is the spot you want as a senior, right?
Chambers at the free throw line. Went 1 of 2 from there earlier. As Brister missed both of them here a moment ago. That's why we still have a 1-point game. Chambers, he's ready. And good.
Oh,
man.
That rim, man.
I'm telling you.
You see that?
I did.
That rim's been brutal to the Kahawks.
Sure has. All right, Collinsville with a 2, but there goes the scoreboard again. Half of it's gone.
Yeah, okay, the referee's going to stop everything here and make sure this thing's right. I guess it's plugged in over here where some fans are sitting.
Now it's back on fully.
Do I have to go help? I wasn't on scoreboard duty today.
All right. Everything's working again. Clay Smith's back there as well.
Clay Smith, John Mode, Tim McChristian.
Chambers. Another free throw for him. And good.
Swish that one.
3-point game. It is big. Very big.
3-point game.
Cannot beat you with a three-pointer. 15 seconds to play and a timeout called by Belleville West.
That's their final one.
And it is a full timeout, so we'll step aside for 60 seconds. Back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a more upscale place to have a few drinks and some great food? Look no further than the Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville. Come inside for some one-of-a-kind crafted cocktails and some elevated bar food that highlights fresh ingredients. Then, try your luck in the private slot machine room. And don't forget to check out the Speakeasy sister company, Plan Shop Live, just 3 doors down. Plan Shop Live is a health-focused lunch cafe open Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 3. Speakeasy Parlor, 2713 North Center Street in Maryville. Open 7 days a week with happy hour specials during the week from 5 to 7 p.m. Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville, 618-205-3540.
Still having some scoreboard issues here at Granite City High School. Half the scoreboard's off once again.
Yeah, at least I hope that foul points part is a separate issue, like separate thing like at our gym.
Well, the winner of this game will take on the Quincy Blue Devils Tuesday night from O'Fallon Township High School, as Quincy managed to hold off the Panthers 49-42 in the regional championship game at Edwardsville.
So 17 seconds left here.
17 to go, 50-47. Collinsville up by 3.
West can be patient here and get a 2, but they
Inbound.
are out of timeouts.
Inbound pass from Hankins into the backcourt to Scott. Scott, you know they're thinking 3. Here is Liddell. He'll hand the ball off to Hankins. Hankins, he gets guarded, and then Scott gets guarded even closer, and then they'll dump it off. Here is a three-pointer. That one rattles in, and we're going to overtime.
Unbelievable.
It
Big
is.
shot. Bird knocks it down. Chaos could have fouled.
So we have extra time coming up for you as we will head to overtime in a 50-50 game.
We got the scoreboard failing here. It was the
I'm
last
telling
thing we
you,
need.
it is crazy. All right, timeout. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
Dalen Bird rattles in a three-pointer at the buzzer, and that ties us up at 50. We're heading to overtime. Collinsville wins the faceoff. We're underway. 4 minutes to play here in overtime. Here is Brister. Brister reverses direction, loses the ball for a minute, gives it up now for Reynolds. Reynolds back to Brister, and Brister gets it to Weisinger. Weisinger over on the left wing in front of his bench. Reverses direction. Gives it to Reynolds. Reynolds for 3. That one's no good. And the rebound belongs to Chambers. Chambers, he'll try to drive toward the basket. Off the glass. Good for 2.
There you go. West. 2 games, 2 buzzer beaters. This one sends it to overtime as the Chaos get the first bucket of overtime.
Here is Bird, who just hit that big three-pointer to tie it. And over to Scott, to Liddell. Bird and Liddell both have 4 fouls. And the handoff goes to Hankins. Hankins works it out front now for Lacey. Lacey to Bird, and now we're going to have a call against Brister.
Send West to the line.
Yep. Everybody goes to the line from here on out. That was that way about with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Brister will pick up his 3rd. And to the free throw line, it is Jordan Lacey for the first time tonight. Lacey, 59% from the free throw stripe this year. First one, no good.
All right, if he misses it, we need to get this rebound.
Liddell will go out. Marshall will come back in. Bird goes out as well.
Those are the guys with 4 fouls.
And Cross comes back in. One more shot coming up here for Lacey. Lacey hits, misses the second one. Collinsville gets the rebound, and now it belongs to Brister. Brister turns it over, and another foul coming up. This one's going to go against Weisinger. Collinsville in opportune time for a turnover.
Kind of go a million miles an hour as soon as they get the ball there. Just collect yourself and get it.
Oh, they gave that one to Brister as well. So Tyree now has 4. To the free throw line, it is Marshall. Marshall on the year, 57.4% from the free throw line. He's looking for his first points of this game. I think he can wait till next year. No good.
All right, now get the rebound. And if we get the rebound, don't turn it over.
They got the rebound last time, yeah.
They listened to me and got that one, but they didn't.
Well, yeah, you didn't specify don't turn the ball over. Now you have, right? Get the rebound, don't turn the ball over. Here is Marshall. One more shot coming to him. 3:03 left to play here in overtime. And that one's good. So Marshall gets one of those back. Collinsville in control of the ball. Here is Weisinger being watched by Hankins. Weisinger cuts across the logo. Under 3 minutes to go here in overtime. Jamori looking for somewhere to go with it. Loses the ball instead. Yeah. An opportune time for turnovers when you're in overtime, man. I'll tell you that much. Here is Scott. Scott gets it out to Lacey. Lacey into the corner for Hankins. Hankins all the way out to Cross. Cross stands in front of his own bench. 2.5 to go here in overtime. Hands the ball off to Scott. Scott dribbles to the top of the key and looks for some room to penetrate the paint. None there. Back to Cross it goes. He's into the paint. Kicks it back out front. Once again for Scott. Scott drives baseline. Blocked. And that's a foul. It's going to be called against Chambers. It'll be Zach's second.
Yeah, I think he did get him just before blocking the ball away. Everybody reacted to the block.
To the free throw line, it is Brandon Scott. He's up to the free throw line for the first time tonight. 77.6 from the charity stripe this year for Scott. First one, no good.
West not helping themselves with free throws.
No, they are not. Free throw line. Scott, once again, makes it. We're tied. Collinsville's got to hold on to this ball. 52-52, 2:10 left to play here in this overtime. Here is Brister. Brister gets it across the logo, looks for some room to penetrate, kicks it back outside, but we're going to have a travel. Collinsville has a real bad habit of turning the ball over here in overtime.
Yeah, they scored on the first possession, now back-to-back turnovers.
3.
Oh yeah, the turnover down there on the after the free throw. But two turnovers here in the offensive zone.
Oh boy. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. Scott and the Maroons looking to take the lead. Over in front of his bench, that's the Liddell. Liddell kicks it back out to Bird. Both Bird and Liddell have 4 fouls. 1:45 to go. Belleville West wants to chew some time off the clock. Come out and force the issue, guys. You're not going to get this ball back. Here's Liddell at midcourt. Liddell gets it over to Hankins. 90 seconds to play here in overtime. Here is Hankins. He'll throw it back to Liddell. Liddell on the wing, all the way back out to Bird. Bird hit the three-pointer at the buzzer to send us to overtime. 52-52 is where we stand right now. Back over to Bird. Bird backs up near the scorer's table. 1:15 to play here in overtime. Here is Brister coming to force the issue. Gets it over to Liddell. Liddell gets the ball over to Lacey. Lacey. Belleville West wants to play for the win here. Lacey. They don't want Collinsville to have the ball back.
They're doing a good job of taking care of the ball, holding on to it. The Cahoks have turned it over a couple times.
Here is Lacey. Under a minute to go. Belleville West in no hurry. When do you foul him and make him earn it from the free throw line?
Well, you don't.
Here's Lacey.
You don't earn it from the free throw line. You knock down a shot, you knock down a shot.
We're down to 30 seconds to play here in overtime. Here is Lacey. Lacey. Brister steals it. Brister. He'll come in. Off the glass. Good for 2.
Great steal by Tyree Brister. He's one of the freshest guys out there. Hasn't played the last 2 games. Gets the steal and the layup here.
15 seconds to go. Here is Bird. Bird back at midcourt. Timeout. Final one for Belleville West. 9.9 seconds to play here in this overtime. We're going to keep it right here for this one. It's a 60-second timeout, but we're not going to go anywhere. 54-52. What a steal by Brister.
Yeah. He's one of the freshest guys out there. Like I say, he hasn't played the last 2 games, so he's
taking a chance with 4 fouls, too.
Yeah, well, he's taking that chance, and it paid off, and he get the basket. Missed a couple free throws earlier. Did he make up for it? We'll find out. I think a lot of people might have came over from after watching the
Quincy O'Fallon game. We went from 600 viewers to 900 viewers.
Maybe some Quincy folks see who they're going to get. If they've tuned in, maybe they're starting to drive home, or maybe they're still celebrating. Anyway,
54-52. Collinsville with the 2-point lead.
Does West have any more magic left in them?
Man.
1 at the buzzer on Wednesday, 3 at the buzzer to tie it, send us to overtime. Cats just need one more stop.
Yes, they do.
Again.
Got to play some defense.
If you get the ball, just let them foul you. Don't turn it over. Take care of it.
Belleville West has to get the ball in first, so we'll see if Collinsville wants to put any pressure on the inbound trigger man, which is going to be Nicholas Hankins Jr., the hero from Wednesday night. Into the backcourt it goes to Scott. Scott brings it across the line. He'll stop at the top of the key, gives it up to Bird. Into the corner it goes now for Lacey. Lacey from the baseline, shot good, holy crap.
Third straight buzzer beater for Belleville West. They force another overtime.
Well, now we are going to take a break because we need to catch our breath. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332.
Double overtime is where we are headed here at Granite City High School. Regional championship game, Collinsville and Belleville West. Tyree Brister with the big steal and the putback to put Collinsville up by 2. And then a 2-point shot from the baseline by Brandon Scott to tie it up once again.
Sometimes you're just living right when you're Belleville West. Buzzer beater to win Wednesday, buzzer beater to force overtime, and a second overtime tonight, 3 in a row.
So once again, a tip-off at midcourt, and this one's won by Collinsville. Kahawks bring the ball up. Here is Chase Reynolds. Somebody needs to start scoring a bunch of points here. Into Chambers. Chambers, one bounce, waits it out, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Collinsville as that was off of the shoulder of Bird.
Got to score that.
Yeah.
Put that in, Zach. He was a little tentative there.
So Collinsville and the inbound pass being triggered by Chase Reynolds once again. Underneath the Kahawk basket. Inbound pass to Chambers. Chambers, one bounce, picks up his dribble. Got Liddell all over his back, stolen out of his hands by Bird. Collinsville's 16th turnover of this game. Here is Bird. Bird gives it up to Liddell. Liddell in front of his own bench. 3:25 to play here in this second overtime. They get the ball out now to Scott. Scott gets it over in front of the bench once again and gets it into the hands of Hankins. Hankins back over to Bird. And Bird dribbles his way toward the left wing and then brings it back out. Back over to Hankins. Hankins over to Liddell. Liddell almost shuffled his feet there. Now to Lacey. Lacey in front of his bench to Hankins. Deep out onto the right wing. Now back out to Bird. Bird hit the big three-point shot to send us to overtime. Bird just outside the lane, takes the shot, good for 2.
Now West is just not missing anything there.
No, they're not.
They're connecting with everything.
Here is Brister. Brister gets the ball over to Reynolds. Reynolds to Horace. Horace out front for Chambers and then to Reynolds. Back over to Weisinger. Weisinger, he was fouled when he shot the three-point shot. No call. Coach Lee is livid.
Well, now you got a good stop here. Just didn't get the call. Still lots of time left.
And now Reynolds is
travel.
Collinsville will get the ball back.
Yeah, Hankins brought the ball up under him here, so Morey was hammered, just didn't get the call.
Yeah. 56-54. Maroons up by 2, 2:15 to play here in this second overtime. Here comes Nick Horace. Horace gets it over to Brister. And a timeout called by Collinsville. It is a full timeout. We'll go ahead and step aside for a full timeout because I could use a breather. I don't know about anybody else, but we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
Back here at Granite City High School, Todd Duke is my name. On the other microphone is Chris Kettler. On the camera, Josh Roseman. We have Josh's brother Zach here helping us out. He gave us our scoreboard at halftime, which seems like yesterday. 56-54, Collinsville down by 2. 2:10 left to play here in this second overtime. Inbound pass will be triggered by Chase Reynolds at the end of his bench, right in front of his head coach, Darren Lee. Belleville West proven once again they will just not go away. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger brings the ball up across midcourt. Weisinger hands the ball off to Horace. Horace tries to get the ball back over to Weisinger. It's pushed out of bounds by Belleville West. Collinsville almost turned that ball over again.
Hustle play there by Cross, nearly got the steal.
So once again, Reynolds will inbound, this time in the middle of his own bench. And into Chambers. Chambers in the paint, loses the ball.
Why does he put the ball on the ground? Just go up with it. Now here comes the other way.
Weisinger, one stop, another stop. Collinsville finds the rebound, and
I think Tyree lost it out of bounds, and it's going to be West's ball.
Yeah.
The break's not going the Kahok's way.
Nope. And they are turning the ball over at an alarming rate. That's number 17, according to my count.
West can't get it in.
Inbound pass finally comes into Scott. Scott, his team up by 2. 1:45 to play here in this second overtime. And here is Lacey, gets it over to Liddell. Chambers tried to foul him on purpose. Referee didn't call it.
I think you're not worried about that. I don't know if fouls. Liddell's the one you want to foul.
Across the way it goes, back to Lacey. Out front to Liddell, 90 seconds to play. Liddell kicks it out into the corner now for Scott. Scott, bounce pass into the paint. And Chase Reynolds is there with a little block, but somehow or another, Belleville West finds the handle on the ball again. Shot no good. This time Tyree Brister finds it. And it's going to stay with Collinsville, I believe.
Knocked out of bounds by West.
Yeah.
Wow. Did any of the refs make the call? Okay, now
I thought so, yeah.
Okay. Just the way they were looking at each other, and I never saw any signal.
Reynolds in front of the Maroons bench gets it into Brister. 1:10 to go. Second overtime.
Somebody knocked down a shot here.
No doubt. Here is Reynolds. Reynolds being watched closely by Scott. Got to hold on to that ball. Don't keep it out there. 1 minute to go. Second overtime to Weisinger. Weisinger is fouled by Hankins.
Look over the lines, yeah.
Yeah. Hankins will pick up his third. And to the free throw line, Jamori Weisinger, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. He makes both. We're tied again.
Big free throws, of course.
Wow.
Pushed it.
Jamori, money from the free throw line.
Need this one to tie it, of course.
Yep. And then you got to hope that another wild shot for Belleville West doesn't go in at the other end. And Weisinger hits both. We're tied again. Another timeout called.
No, it's just the sub. They're making sure the sub gets in.
All right,
Stanley was there in time. 15 points for Jamori tonight. We're tied at 56. Need a stop.
Yep. Here is Belleville West. They'll bring the ball up. Lacey.
Haven't been able to get that big stop yet.
No.
Thought we had it here when
Carnahan comes into the game. Brister is out. And here is Hankins. Hankins gets it to Liddell. 35 seconds to go in second overtime. Out front to Lacey it goes. Lacey stands there. 30 seconds to play.
How do you play this? Man, they've knocked down 2 buzzer beaters in this game.
20 seconds.
Kahok's staying back.
15.
Now let them take a last shot again. They're 2 for 2 in this game. And West will call timeout.
West will call a timeout and stop the clock with 8.5 seconds to play here in this second overtime. We'll keep it here for this one. 56-56 is our score. This is some craziness, man.
Absolutely craziness here in West. Cahoks need to stop at the end of overtime, or end of fourth, end of the first overtime. Now hoping for one here, and this game is tied.
Hard to believe that Collinsville, all the way back in the first quarter, 15-3 after one quarter of play. Collinsville led by 12, and Belleville West had an 8-0 run to start the second quarter, and they have not stopped.
Now Collinsville didn't extend the lead up to 10 in the third. West is out of timeouts here, so hopefully the Cahoks can deny the inbounds here and maybe get a 5-second count or something, get this ball turned over or force West into something.
Yeah, because they can't call a timeout, so that's what you need to do is try to stop them from even inbounding the pass.
I don't want them to have to take another shot again at the buzzer.
I don't either.
It might go in from anywhere.
I know.
The luck they're having.
56-56, 8.5 seconds left on the clock. West with the ball. They will inbound over here on this near sideline. And it will be Hankins. Into the backcourt it goes to Lacey. Lacey brings it across, sets it up, and then at the free throw line, Bird, another shot, and it's in. Collinsville loses 58-56. 3 buzzer beaters in one game, and you count the one from Wednesday night, and Belleville West has 4 straight buzzer beaters. Unbelievable.
Wow, tough way for the season in for the Cahoks. Just needed that one last stop, couldn't get it. These seniors, we were hoping for a run.
Man,
and sometimes you're just a team that's living right. Belleville West, they were thought to be maybe one of the contenders this year. They were living in last place in the conference, just barely got out of it at the end. And sometimes you're living right and you get it. And, great game, but not the way we wanted this in for the Cahoks, but congratulations, West.
Yep. All right, time for us to switch over now to the postgame show brought to you by LC's Pub in Caseyville. LC's Pub, great food, great drinks, and great service served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call in for carryout orders. LC's Pub, 618-855-9007. Post-game show comes your way next in a heartbreaking loss here at Granite City for your Collinsville Cahawks, and we're back to wrap it up on the Cahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Cahawk fans, before, after, or even during Cahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Cahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Cahawk fans' pub of choice. The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News. Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than Elsie's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, Elsie's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. Elsie's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. Elsie's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And Elsie's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. Elsie's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at Elsie's Pub. Elsie's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Once again, we welcome you back to Granite City High School. Belleville West continues to upset everybody along the way here in these Class 4A playoffs. They upset Belleville East Wednesday night here with a buzzer beater. And 3 times tonight, Belleville West pulled off more buzzer beaters. They did so at the end of regulation to send us to overtime at 50-50. They did so again at the end of the first overtime to give us a 54-54 tie. And then, with the score tied 56-56, the Maroons hit a buzzer beater to pull out the victory at 58-56. Leading scorer here in this one tonight was Miles Liddell with 18 points. Dalen Bird had 15 points for the Maroons, and then 8 apiece for Brandon Scott and Nicholas Hankins. Jordan Lacey knocked down 6, and David Marshall Jr. ended up with 1 point. Leading scorer for Collinsville was Jamori Weisinger with 15 points. Zach Chambers right behind him with 11, and Nick Horace rounds out the 3 seniors in double digits with 10. After that, Tyree Brister with 8, Chase Reynolds with 7, and Stanley Carnahan with 5. Collinsville won the battle of the boards 24-20. Turnovers were a big problem for Collinsville in this game. They turned the ball over 17 times by my count, compared to 9 for Belleville West. And from the lines, Collinsville hit 4 of 10 3-pointers, while the Maroons hit 5 of 15, including the big one at the end of regulation by Dalen Bird to send us to the first overtime. From the free throw lines, Collinsville went 8 of 10, while Belleville West ended up going 7 of 14. Collinsville had a 15-3 lead after 1 quarter of play. An 8-0 run by West to begin the second quarter put Collinsville back on their heels, and the Kahawks only led by 2 after the second quarter, 23-21. Collinsville outscored Belleville West in the third quarter, 16-13, and at one point, the Kahawks had a 10-point lead once again, but 39-34 was where we were at the end of 3, and then the Maroons outscored Collinsville in that fourth quarter, 16-11. Each team scored 4 points in the first overtime, and Belleville West only allowed Collinsville 2 points in that second overtime before the Maroons ended up with 4, and the last one coming on another buzzer beater. Well, I highly doubt that we will have Coach Anderson come up. I'm sure everybody's still in the locker room licking their wounds and talking about things, so we'll just go ahead and end it right here. So that's going to do it for us for winter sports. Our next action doesn't come your way till March 11th. That's girls soccer season opener and the home opener at Kahok Stadium versus Waterloo. That, of course, is scheduled for a 6:30 start, and we'll be on the air around 6:10 or right after the JV game ends. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. There was a lot of you here tonight, especially after Quincy ended up winning over O'Fallon 49-42. So now it'll be Quincy and Belleville West at O'Fallon on Tuesday night. But a big thank you to everybody. Chris Kettler all year long for most of the road games. The Roseman brothers helping out as much as they could. Coach Lee joining us in almost all of the pregame shows, and Coach Anderson joining us in all of the postgame contests. My name is Todd Duke, and we're going to have a little bit of time off. We won't see you again until March 11th, so everybody enjoy the rest of your February and the first couple of weeks of March, and we will see you on March 11th. Good night, everyone.